disperse like ruthless force.
In the schoolroom where the scholar is studying. Leave not the bridegroom quiet, no happiness shall
Nor
be
any,
had without his bride.
nor any peaceful farmer plowing his field or gathering his grain.
So
So
fierce
fierce
you
you
were,
were,
and how you drum so shrilly the bugles blow.
So my mother gave me a musket. I know, weird, right? And if I was Rachel, I'd probably be super into it. But this is me. And when she offered me this thing, it was wrapped in a burlap. She held it out to me, gently, gingerly, swaddled in her arms. It has been sitting in the corner of our attic for the past 14 years, she said. And my mother's recent cleaning binge turned it up, so she brought it down to me.
I figured you might want it.
Mom, really? What am I going to do? Defend the homestead? It's a musket, a Confederate antique my father had abandoned in the attic. Later that night, through the rain and the lightning, was the first time I saw Anna, a kid who had died 5 years ago in the deep blue of the lake. And talking with Anna led to Darren and Rachel, which led to the lake, to the gray, to Uncle Walt and the living, to the vibrating colors of the Aurora Borealis, and finally, to the truth about all of it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So no, Mom called Rachel, and Rachel gave our number to some local reenactor who promised he'd find it a good home. And that should have been that. But like I said, a thunderstorm rode in that night. A loose latch against the shutters, bang, open. I moved to close the window, and through the rain and the lightning, I saw Anna in the corner of my bedroom. What the hell are you doing in here? You can't be in here. This is my room. Mom!
Then when you
What are you talking about?
quiet! Don't want to wake them.
Wake who? What the hell are you talking about?
The gray hears you.
Hey. What's going on?
You're going crazy.
That's what's going on. Rach!
I'm being serious. I think you're ready in that house.
I've known it for years, Emerson. I was just waiting for you to take the first step and admit that your life had become unmanageable.
No, I shouldn't have said anything.
Were you asleep?
What? Maybe. Probably. What are we talking about again?
Sleepwalking. It's not unheard of, you know. My cousin's boyfriends once said that they caught him shoveling in his socks on the second-story homes of his house. His trembling hands adjusting the thermostat, complaining of the cold. In the summer.
Freaky!
I know, but hand to the man honest, true story.
Telling you, Rachel, it happened. I was wide awake.
Was she cute?
Rachel!
Look, all I'm saying is take what you can get. It's like my Grammy always said. When you're lost in the desert, parched, you're not gonna turn down a glass of water.
Hand to the man, Rachel. I think it was Anna.
Come on, we've got history.
Think of this more as local history. Put it into a context we all know and love. You see, history has happened all around us. Your job is to tell us that very history.
Rachel perked up immediately. Started waving her hands, trying to get my attention. It was obvious she wanted to group up and pick the lake, even if I had a better idea. Which I didn't. You see, since the 6th grade, we've all known Rachel has been deaf to the word no.
No, this isn't right.
Ladies, Darren needs a group. Can he join you two?
Sure, Mom.
Perfect.
It's got a name, you know. We don't use it. Us, adults and kids alike. To us, it's just the lake.
Follow the highway down a stretch, then take a left at the lake. You can't miss it.
Are you going to the lake this weekend?
My dad's trying to take me fishing at the lake again this weekend.
There we were, alone, at the lake.
So we know the Lost Confederates retreated from First Fredericksburg and made the way out here. It took about a day, but as they settled into camp the night of the 14th, the The Union detachment came from that direction. Fighting was fierce, but when the Union finally wiped out the loss, night would have fallen. The stars would have come out, and they would have been lying under the shifting borealis of the Aurora Borealis, like a Van Gogh or something.
Morrissey gave us a long time period for this project. So, major grade, through Thanksgiving and final presentations when we get back. But Moz had a tremor in his voice when he responded to Rachel's pitch. Though Rachel assured him that we'd be fine, that I'd be fine, that it had a witsman element that piqued my interest and it'll keep me sane. As for Darren, he seemed okay. It was obvious he wasn't. He was just going along with it anyways.
Anyway, I bet you there's some natural aid that the Confederates used to shield themselves. Probably around that hill. Charlie, my dear, make sure to get some good shots of the tree. I'm gonna go check it out now.
You coming?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
You didn't have to come, you know. We were just location scouting.
No, I know.
Rachel's practically gonna do the whole presentation herself. We're gonna have to, like, pry it from her hands if you want to get credit for something.
I figured. Lake's not freezing yet.
It's been warm this year.
Yeah. I'm not stupid, you know.
Huh?
I know why you two chose me for this project.
We didn't.
It's okay. Like you said, Rachel's practically gonna do the whole thing herself anyways. It always gets cold.
Are you sure you're okay?
Let's catch up with Rachel.
Huh? Tell me you see these.
Stupid. I forgot my contacts today.
Right there.
The blob? Or the blurry blob?
Right there. The smudge of blue. Look, Darren passes by this tree, and in these 3 exposures, suddenly there's a smudge of blue right next to this tree.
Are you ladies
Yes.
why do you take the camera?
Yeah,
the
the
black
black
It's not even math.
Bottom line, I know it sounds like I'm crazy. Girl haunted by dead sister classmates. Shh. But you tell me what I should be thinking. The rain, the thunder, the loose latch against the window pane, the smudge at the lake. Are you there? I can't hear you. Was I awake or was I asleep? Did I really see Anna or just dream her?
Quiet! Don't want to wake them.
You know, maybe Rachel was right. Maybe it's crazy when crazy is comfort. But as our visits became regular and she stopped coming, that's when I started to worry.
The Gray will hear you.
Was I daydreaming sleep or was I a sleeper wishing I was awake?
Are you there?
And then when I did see her, or rather, when I saw her again, what she said was finally different.
Where am I? I'm so scared, Darren.
Turn around.
I'm right here, Anna.
I can't hear you.
I'm right here.
You're swing the wrong way.
What do you want?
Hold your breath.
Follow his voice.
It always gets cold. Let not the child's voice be heard.
Are you there?
Make even the trestles shake dead.
Anna? Are you there? Anna? I had dreams, you know? Bad dreams. Some nights they'd keep me up, and some nights my dreams would turn okay. Some nights I dream of Uncle Walt. He often wouldn't do much. He'd just stand there. And I'd wave hi and call out to him, try to get his attention. Hey, Walt! But he'd just smile. And I'd say hi, and I'd wave. Then I'd smile. Then I'd get up, and next thing I knew, I was awake.
Beat, beat, drums blow, bugles blow.
By the traffic of cities, over the rumble, our beds prepared for sleepers in the night. No sleepers must sleep in
No barterers bargain by day, no brokers or speculators. Would they continue?
Would the talkers be
The
talking?
singers attempt to
Would the
sing.
lawyer rise up in court to state his case before the judge?
Heavier drums rattle.
So, what happened exactly?
Well, we went back to the lake because we heard it had finally frozen up.
We wanted to get some shots the way it would have looked like in early 1863.
Rachel insisted.
So the remains weren't discovered until late December, but they weren't identified and sent home until late January. Well, after decomposition would have started. Seriously, you guys, I know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna get a few shots in.
It's a process. I learned not to question it.
Right.
How's your part coming?
I found some local records that traces some of the lost Confederates back to their homes, and there's an entire exhibit out of a local historical society that's got great stuff. You?
I'm up to my ears in romanticism. But Moz was talking with me the other day and bugging me about being drowsy and passive.
You have them looking ready to nod off a lot of the time.
Anyways, I tried to tell him that it wasn't a big deal. Only, here's the thing.
Idea. You, Charlie. Ice, lake, click. What do you say? Hey!
I don't know, Ray.
I thought some shots of you on the lake would be, I don't know, poetic.
You really thought this was a good idea?
It really seemed like a good idea at the time.
I just don't really see the value in
Come on. It'll be fun.
I'll do it. Take the picture of me, I'll do it.
I don't know, Darren. This was kind of supposed to be Charlie's part. Sound by Bob Bellick. Yup. And all that.
It's fine, I'll go.
So, you went.
Yes.
Knowing how dangerous it was, you went anyway.
Yeah.
Over a dumb project. I mean, come on, I love my assignments, but you, of all people, should know how dangerous that was. How does he seem to you?
It's really hard to say. We used to be closer back before and I really miss.
I think what Rachel's trying to say is, we've been trying to look out for Derek. We have good reasons and everything, but
How'd you get him off the lake?
I'm sorry.
Well, when you realized that Darren wasn't safe, how did you get him to come back?
We got the shot. What is that smudge?
we're good, Darren. You can come on back.
He's not moving.
He will.
No. Seriously, Charlie, I think something's wrong.
His shoulders. Is he crying?
Darren, are you?
I should.
Charlie! Oh, stop.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Darren, you need to walk back now. Carefully.
Rachel, we have to get him. Or call somebody. I don't know. Just do something.
Darren, can you hear me? Nobody thinks you're stupid. Charlie told me what you said that last day of the project, and I don't want you on this project for Anna's story. Notice how I didn't even bring it up. I want you here on this project because I'm in love with you, you idiot!
What was that?
We told him to come back, and eventually he did.
Do you two promise you have everything you need from it? And I mean, you have absolutely zero reason at all to go back. Promise.
And we really did mean it, Uncle Walt. Rachel and Darren, they didn't want to break their promise. They wanted to prove to Moz, I don't know, that it wouldn't bring them down. But me, I wanted to go back. I wanted to know what made it so special. And ever since that day with Darren, Anna's been a no-show. So is that what she needed? To see Darren again? Books and movies, they're all crap about ghosts resolving something. So if that's what she needed, Why did she come see me? You know, I don't think I've ever seen Mom so disappointed.
Yeah, I know.
But how are you doing?
Good. Rachel's been weird to me.
Yeah, she's back in super student mode, throwing herself into the presentation and everything.
She was a good egg, Anna.
I wanted to get him talking. Talking's good, isn't it?
Smart, too. God, she was smart. Had the highest GPA in the 5th grade. I know it doesn't mean much to us now, but she cut her shapes, did her long division, read her scholastic books from the book fair. That's AP level work when you're a 5th grader. We used to play Mario Kart. That jerk would always use the spiny shell on me when I'd speed ahead, spinning me out, laughing at me while she sped forward. Like she wasn't cheating. Technically she wasn't, but you get the idea. I remember yelling down into the ice, like a dumbass, like she could hear me. Turn around, I yelled. Hold your breath, I yelled. You're swimming the wrong way. Her blue fingerless gloves bang against the ice. She's trying to give me a high five. I thought the lake was cursed, you know? Like out of a King novel, cursed, haunted, whatever. Like some Indian burial ground would explain it all away. Middle school, weird, I know, but I think that's why I just went along in a group with you and Rachel. Do you know what happened to your dad out there?
Huh?
5 years, Emerson. Tell me, you never once wondered about the lake. Had you been the right age, and you wouldn't have spent slow summer Sundays poring over whatever Miss Hicks had in the library.
Well, no. No, I was a 4-year-old kid. I hardly remember my father. I remember he had these sunglasses. Aviators, I think they called them. They had shiny gold rims and reflective lenses. And when he'd carry me, hold me on his shoulders or carry me in front of him, I'd see my face distorted back at me as I reached. He used to laugh, which made me laugh, which made him laugh, and we never stopped, and Mom used to get so mad at us. And his breath, it always smelled like honey, slightly sick, slightly sweet. But no, Aaron, I never thought about the lake.
You can still see where you crashed in the tree. Rested against that bare trunk. Broke off chunks of bark. Bark never grew back.
Terrence, stop.
It's the same place where the ambulance pulled up. Tied yellow tape around the tree line. They dove in together.
This isn't doing anyone any good. Talking, is it?
Tape never got taken down. Just broken off in the wind until it landed on ice. Ice melted that spring, and I bet it's still down there. Under the dirt and sod, warning all the fish, danger, do not cross.
Fish can't read. So now you're back. Now you're here to what, Anna? Darren was talking about you, and he seems better, so why are you still here? Shh. Screw you, okay? Screw you and all this haunting ghost crap. No, I won't be quiet. I won't, because I don't care anymore, Anna. I can scream and I can yell if I want to, because I just want you gone. I want you out of my room. I want you out of my life. has been for a few nights now.
The last time was 14 years ago.
Mom? Where's the musket? It's in the basement.
And you didn't worry when your teenage daughter asked you for a gun.
No, I really didn't. There's not much harm that you can do with a non-functioning musket.
Missy, I really don't think that's a good idea. We're teenagers.
Well, it had to be. But we're all we had. I had to trust her.
You're right, Missy. You're right to trust your daughter. She knows what she's doing. She needs us. We'll be back.
Have you?
No, you.
Oh. Those pictures Charlie took the first day out here, they never came out right. Just blue. And then,
Do you see that?
See what? I don't see any.
the gray hair too!
Oh. You can hear me?
Of course I can. I've always heard you.
It's a relief.
Are you breathing?
Kind of.
It'd be better to slow your breathing. Take your time. Don't rush.
What are you saying?
You asked me about Anna. I'd like to give answers, but that's not quite how this works. Instead, George Washington Whitman, my brother. Listen closely. This will be important.
Will there be a quiz?
Cute. George. I love George. I remember as a kid carrying George. 10 years my junior, you see. But I used to carry him on my shoulders. His legs dangling down upon my breast while I trotted for sport down the lane or over the fields. Taught him his 3 R's. It was a good egg. He learned carpentry, family business. Took it up with well, my father and me and Andrew. He learned it. And he picked up that hammer with as much ease as he later picked up a musket. Me, I wrote a little of this and that. Leaves of Grass. Emerson called it the most extraordinary piece of wit and wisdom America has yet contributed. My brother, though, didn't read it at all. Didn't think it worth reading. Fingered it a little. Typical George. So he joined the militia. Later enlisted in New York's 51st. When we heard we received a letter, news fighting had reached Fredericksburg, 1862. George had been seriously wounded in the first battle. December 13th. I hurriedly went down to the field of war in Virginia. George ended up fine. Got his stripes. But I stayed anyway. Spent a good part of my day in a large brick mansion on the banks of Rappahannock, used as a hospital since the war. Seems to have received only the worst cases. Some of these men were dying. I had nothing to give at that visit. I wrote a few letters to folks at home, talked to 3 or 4 who seem most susceptible to it and needing it. I go around from one case to another. I do not see that I do much good to these wounded and dying. Once in a while, some youngster holds on to me convulsively. I do what I can for him. At any rate, stop, sit there for hours if he wishes. Do you understand?
I think so.
I do not see that I do much good.
I know.
And Anna was the sister of your friend Darren?
She just needed a release.
Anna or Darren?
Same difference.
Whose musket was it?
My mother gave it to me.
You know, your father had regrets.
I know.
Many, many regrets.
Seems pretty obvious now.
He misses you, I'm sure of it. I'm sure he just wants to know you'll be okay and that you're safe.
You know, it's easy for you to say. You're a figment of my drowning imagination.
We both know I'm more than that.
Deadbeat.
Look up, find the sky.
I can't.
Look past the lake. Look up, find the sky.
I need help. I can't see. Let me reach out.
I'm right here.
Let me hold on to you.
I'll do what I can for you.
Stop with me.
I will,
Sit with me.
if you wish.
I heard the ice crack, shattered.
Click. Charlie, the lake.
One moment she was knelt down, banging that musket against.
Ice, click.
She's gone.
Sharon was gone in a flash. Right by my elbow at one moment, and the next he's
I wasn't thinking, just moving. I was a rocket. I was air.
The air left my lungs as soon as I hit the water.
She hit the water. Instantly, I gasped. The ice broke right where she hit.
I headed straight for the break in the ice, right in the middle of the lake.
The smudges were gone. Charlie was gone. Nothing but broken blocks of ice and Darren making for the hole in the middle of the lake.
My knees dropped to the ground. I dove my chest into the water.
Cold.
Cold.
I raced after.
I swung my arms around desperately.
I got to the hole. Saw Darren bent over, head and chest, dunked into the water. Saw the gun lying right there in the ice.
You're swimming the wrong way.
I heard his voice, muffled, distant.
Hold your breath.
I wrapped my arms around his waistband, barely supported our weight.
I do what I can, but I do not see I do much good.
Turn around.
I'll do what I can for you.
I stretched for the goal, for the musket, for the gun, and stretched it across the hole in the ice.
I swung my arms around like fuel.
Stop with me?
Foolish. There's no way I can reach.
I'm right here,
I feel.
suddenly heavier.
A hand.
I feel fingers.
I wrapped my arms around his waist.
I will.
A hand. Fingers against mine, like he's trying to give me a high five.
My feet slip. The gun plops into the water.
Sit with me?
If you wish.
Beat, beat, drums, blow, bugles blow. Make no parley.
No expostulation.
Why not, Lieutenant?
No, there's a
Speaker or prayer. By that, you hear the child's voice.
so loud you gunmen,
Terrible child.
so loud you bugles blow.
miss the lights.
The colors?
I liked it.
I don't know. I think it's nice. I like it. Anna would have
I like it.
The lake, the colors.
in the spring.
It's nice.